Students, I am Anju Mathur of Raval Convent School. Today I am going to explain you the lesson The Last Leaf by O. Henry. Before moving to the summary of the lesson, let's learn about the writer of the lesson. O. Henry was born under the name of William Sidney Potter in Greensboro, North Carolina, America. His short stories are popular throughout the world for their witticism, clever wordplay, and unexpected twist endings. His prolific writing period began in 1902 in New York City. He wrote 381 short stories in New York. He wrote one story a week for the New York World Sunday magazine for over a year. Some of his famous short stories are The 4 Million, The Gift of Maggie, The Cop and the Anthem, and The Last Leaf. Today I am going to explain you The Last Leaf. Moving to the summary of the lesson. Sue and Johnsy were two young artists. They lived together in a small flat. It was situated on the third story of an old house. Johnsy caught pneumonia. Johnsy fell seriously ill in November. She had pneumonia. Sue was worried. She sent for the doctor, but the doctor told Sue that Johnsy had lost the will to live. Medicines will not help her. Sue comforted her. Sue tried her best to make Johnsy to take interest in things around her. She talked about clothes and fashions. Sue brought her drawing board into Johnsy's room and started painting. She also whistled while painting. Johnsy looked at an ivory creeper outside the wall. It was shedding its leaves because it was autumn. Johnsy was counting backwards from 12 onwards. Sue asked what it was all about. Johnsy told her that she would die with the falling of the last leaf. It would happen in 3 days. Sue called it nonsense. She also told her that she would be all right soon, but it had no effect on Johnsy. Sue met Behrman. Behrman was an old painter. He lived on the ground floor. He was 60 years old. He had a dream that one day he would paint a masterpiece. But he had no success so far. Sue told Behrman about Johnsy's strange fancy. Both he and Sue went to Johnsy's room. Johnsy was sleeping. They saw that the ivy creeper had only one leaf left on it. It was raining. It seemed that the last leaf would fall any time. Johnsy awoke from her sleep. She looked out of the window. She looked at the last leaf. She asked Sue to look at it. It was green and healthy. Johnsy looked at the leaf every hour, but it didn't fall even in the stormy evening. This revived a will to live in Johnsy. Johnsy accused herself. She called Sue. She admitted before her that she had been a bad girl. She told Sue that she was very wicked. The last leaf had shown her that. Now she felt that it was a sin to want to die. She then asked for a mirror. She had lots of hot soup also. Sue told Johnsy of Behrman. Next morning, Sue told Johnsy about Behrman. Behrman was ill for only 2 days. The guard found him on his bed. His coats and shoes were wet. He was shivering in the stormy night. He had painted the last leaf on the wall. In that night, he had caught pneumonia and died. Sue asked her if she hadn't wondered why the leaf had not fluttered. She told her that the last leaf was Behrman's masterpiece. He painted it last night when the last leaf fell. The lesson. The story is based on the theme that life is precious and faith and hope should never be lost. We came across many hindrances in life, and they should be overcome by fighting back in high spirits. Depression can lead to disaster, even when the situation is not bad. Another theme that runs through the story is that devoted friendship can be succored during times of crisis. A minor theme of the story is the importance of art in human lives. The old painter knowingly sacrifices his life in his urge to create a masterpiece. Hope you are clear with the topic. Thank you.